You've likely seen it. Your cat sits quietly on the windowsill, spots a bird outside, and suddenly transforms. The cat locks onto the target and its jaw begins to vibrate, emitting a rapid machine gun clicking sound. The timing of this behavior is incredibly precise. The chattering persists only as long as the target is in sight, abruptly terminating the exact second the bird flies out of range. Your pet is an obligate hypercarnivore, an animal biologically required to survive on meat. When they see a bird, they undergo an involuntary physiological shift, transitioning instantly from a relaxed house pet to an active predator. We can track this shift through distinct somatic markers. Their pupils dilate to gather more light, their ears rotate outward into a spatulate orientation to pinpoint sound, and their whiskers fan forward to detect subtle changes in air currents. Here is the paradox. The cat's nervous system is fully flooded with adrenaline, primed for a lethal pounce. Yet, an invisible pane of glass prevents the physical climax of the hunt. This creates the chatter. It is the sound of a predatory system in conflict, a clash between deep-seated hunting instincts and the physical constraints of a domestic environment. To explain this conflict, researchers look to three prevailing scientific theories. The first suggests that chattering acts as a micro-release valve for acute predatory frustration. Indoor cats regularly experience frenetic random activity periods. Veterinarians refer to these energy spikes as fraps, though you probably know them as the zoomies. Zoomies dissipate large, systemic stores of unused hunting energy over an extended period. Chattering, by contrast, vents the immediate, localized adrenaline of a blocked ambush. Locked behind a window, the cat's nervous system is overloaded with kinetic intent. Unable to spring forward, the body is forced to vent that physical pressure through the jaw rather than the legs. The second theory, proposed by zoologist Desmond Morris, suggests the vibrating jaw is a neurological rehearsal of the specific bite required to kill prey. Cats possess highly specialized dentition. They feature 4 large canines in the front for grasping and blade-like carnassial teeth near the back. These teeth evolved to execute a precise maneuver, wedging between vertebrae of small prey to cleanly sever the spinal cord. The visual stimulus of a bird is so provocative, it bypasses conscious control. The jaw muscles fire the neurological sequence required to execute a kill, even though the mouth is completely empty. The third theory presents the chatter as an ancient evolutionary tactic, acoustic camouflage designed to draw prey closer. There is documented biological precedent for feline prey mimicry. In the Amazon, a wildcat known as the margay mimics the distress calls of baby tamarin monkeys, successfully luring adults into range. Domestic cats frequently use sound to manipulate targets. They utilize neotonized meows, special cries embedded within purrs, to trigger human caregiving instincts and secure food. This raises a fascinating possibility. Chattering may not just be a reflex, but a calculated deception designed to bypass a bird's auditory defense systems by mimicking the sounds of its flock. These theories suggest that chattering is a multi-layered response. It is part involuntary reflex, the firing of motor neurons for a kill bite, and part cognitive strategy, utilizing the cat's sophisticated vocal range. This complexity exists because the domestic cat, Felis catus, has retained the evolutionary programming of its ancestors. It remains a solitary, territorial ambush predator. Researchers often classify cats as only semi-domesticated. Morphologically and psychologically, there is remarkably little difference between an African wildcat and the pet currently sleeping on your sofa. This biology comes with a cost. Research suggests that when these hunting sequences are repeatedly triggered but never resolved, the resulting boredom and frustration can impact a cat's psychological well-being. To address this, veterinarians recommend interactive play. Chasing a laser pointer is often insufficient. The session should conclude with the cat physically catching an object to resolve the biological sequence that the window blocks. Understanding a cat's chatter requires respecting the wild apex predator hidden inside it. We have to provide a physical outlet for the ancient instincts our modern walls have trapped.